internal strife between the separate political streams within Israel, emphasizing that the enemies of the Jewish state will not succeed in efforts to tear Israel's society apart.
There won't be a civil war. There will not be civil war in the state of Israel. Our enemies in the south, in the north, everywhere, they rejoice in every division within us. They themselves try to fan the flames of discord within us, out of the false hope that by doing so they will prevent us from realizing the goals of the war. I assure you, my dear friends, it will not help them. An overwhelming majority of the people stand firmly behind our heroic fighters, who are risking their lives for us. An overwhelming majority of the people support the total overthrow of the evil rule of Hamas. An overwhelming majority of the people reject with disgust those who, through extreme statements and also extreme actions, try to push us into the abyss.
The Israeli premier went on to emphasize that Israel is not faced by a political war, rather an existential war that began on October 7 of 2023 with the horrific onslaught by the Islamist Hamas and its terror operatives against the residents of southern Israel.
We are not in a political war. We are in an existential war, a war against those who slaughtered us with terrible cruelty on October 7th, against those who refused and still refuse to release our hostages. We have already released 200. Yesterday we released the 200th hostage, 148 of whom are alive, 52 fallen, some in heroic operations by IDF soldiers. We stand up to those who repeatedly threaten to destroy us. We are paying heavy prices in the war, alongside the great achievements we have already achieved, and in the face of the great achievements we will yet achieve. If we give up prematurely, barbaric fanaticism will sweep us, the Middle East, and later the entire world.
Meanwhile, in the United States, U.S. President Donald Trump revealed a massive negotiation, as he put it, between the United States, Hamas, and Israel, revealing further that Iran was also involved in the diplomatic effort without giving additional information on the matter.
Gaza right now is in the midst of a massive negotiation between us and Hamas and Israel, and Iran actually is involved. And we'll see what's going to happen with Gaza. We want to get the hostages back. That's all I can tell you.
President Trump continued by addressing a phone conversation he had held with Prime Minister Netanyahu last night, which focused predominantly on the Islamic Republic of Iran, among other pressing issues.
Yeah, we discussed a lot of things, and it went very well, very smooth. We'll see what happens. You know, we're trying to do something with a country we just spoke about, Iran. I think you should negotiate this. You might be better. I think I'm going to send you today. What a good idea. This could have been the idea of the day. We'll have Dara get up and negotiate. They are good negotiators, but they're tough. Sometimes they can be too tough. That's the problem. So we're trying to make a deal so that there's no destruction and death. And we've told them that, and I've told them that, and I hope that's the way it works out. But it might not work out that way. We'll soon find out.
President Donald Trump underscored that the response was unacceptable.
We have a meeting with Iran on Thursday, so we're going to wait till Thursday.
And what's the main impediment to getting a deal?
Well, they're just asking for things that you can't do. They don't want to give up what they have to give up. You know what that is. They seek enrichment. We can't have enrichment. We want just the opposite. And so far, they're not there. I hate to say that because the alternative is a very, very dire one, but they're not there. They have given us their thoughts on the deal, and I said, you know, it's just not acceptable.
Was the main topic for Prime Minister Netanyahu today when you spoke?
I would say, yeah. I don't know what else. I can talk about the weather.
It is important to note